Kwa nini wanapita pande hii? Hawa hapa najua ati nyumbani yangu. Na akaenda hiyo. Na pamojazi. Tabatia.
Is that jingle?
I don't know.
I think it is jingle. You see, we have a debate in Kampala about VJ Bond.
When it comes to Anna.
Is it VJ Jingle? Is it VJ ISP? To me, you couldn't come and yet movie that a jingle. Growing up, I used to think translating a movie into that
is jingling.
It is called the jingle.
Because of jingle.
Yeah. Welcome to the Media Magic here. This is Molly and Mageza, and of course, with the combination Crossbear is here with us today.
We have been thinking about life after politics, life after the ballot. But we have life after the ballot, but with fake friends.
But na life after everything, na life.
Life after everything is death.
Hey!
Life after everything is death.
What's the chukui?
Life after everything?
Hey.
No way.
Avokuba, hati mole for example. No koranka radio. Do people know your life after radio?
Exactly.
Is that everything? That is not life after everything.
No. Now, kigera no shifting. From radio, from the ministry, from council, from politics, from education, from school,
that office.
From so many things.
Kiringu, abantu bakora mtono rubata. Ogenzere wakora, maybe they have had you on radio, ulinambira wakora wana ministrenka. Peti obukutaha abantu bamanya what happens to you.
Now, Crossbear one day kandi arali, I want to tell you something. When I was very active in the mainstream, nyine something kitakanyebaga na hati nguma nikekaguza, and I really don't know what.
Remember ukangambia nguyo kamare myaka 20 tokasimukaga ngo zumbutuka. Nabali kigamba nabazo na metabatuli tumagezi akangambia kamare myaka 20
ataka 22 years takasimukaga ni jumbutuka.
No, guru, it is because you used to do the morning program.
Yes, so but I want to tell you something here, lady and gentlemen. Obomezi obu abantu bakuhangaramu nebusobora kukubihabiha abantu basokubihabiha omuntu nasokwetamwa omuntu nasobora kwenuba omuntu nasokwe driving am depression omuntu nasokufa
baitu aloho ekintu ekimbere ni soma wiki zenyime utimanyiro why I was reading about it beni soma about mental health.
Yes,
mental health narora of course no driving narratives ni bitandika bita hati depression sana ni eva the first stage kale first stage no banzo mutu no tunga mu buzibu no gira maybe birahwa mbyanga kuhwa no bolia no ba depressed hati depression no tanka kweruka abanywani bawe tera kasimu magezi olinkanga akanze kutere takwara atira cover no rora abantu ababiro cyaro muto cyababamo atecho kiguma paka no mental health ne so kuba maybe no sango genzeri in a situation kugamba ngo mental maybe incapable.
Crossbear
Abantu ntwaraga street no bwira no gamba tene cyaba iro bakubatafire eno.
Crossbear bayisenkurita nabo no gati bagiraga bizibu habwakikiri rampant today ngo abantu beyongire kugwiraro na depression kubatwara no kusisikara no kunywa amazi
gatagipimo. There are 4 things involved.
Yes, one.
Number 1, bayisenkurwitwe obomezi bwabo bukaba butali competitive nko bwabiro bino. Nabo hakabalo pressure zensi baitu zitakuteka hakutiptoinga omuntu kubasobunkenke
to the wall
omuntu akarangu mpaka aine kuhika hadi ejo level. Number 2, bayisenkuruta bakantu abatukubaza mule bakaba baine a wider space to occupy.
A lot of competition.
Hatsa zununa ito twine a smaller place ntwine kuoccupy. Katugambe, I want you to sit from this angle. You see a funnel. Umusengiju.
Yes.
By then, bayisenkuruitwe bakaba baguru mubati. Hati ito tuguru mututi.
Tugwijuramu to the fullest.
Tugwijuramu kandi akakura kuguramu kakozeki kataitu. That is it. Then, number 3, I can tell you. Bayisenkuruitwe abatukubaza habo. Halo hebintu ebatatwaraga nkabukuru. Kandi tubikutwara kimunguru bikuru today.
Nka DNA.
For example, kamkwecho kurura. Kamkwecho kurura mo. Awecho kurura. Kaire kanu omuntu kuzara omwana awatayo yegondizi. It is very painful. But bayisenkuruitwe babazaraga bamuletera mu kikapa bamuteka muzigata atakuzana bagenzi.
Yes, indeed.
today there is no any man nobora buli solid yo tolugumi tot asokuzara omwana samwe okamweteka ukamwimba kamutwara muri mukaji.
You know what, nisi omuntu kugamba ngo hati ontwekere inenda yange so
maybe I think buli mkamwina amataka gokubaha abana saa zino tumira that is the kafano you're talking about, but still
the abundance kabero
the repercussions za stress na depression etuli muntu tubazaho okimanyingwa akantu kateto kata kuleta stress okasisikara kimu okabano sakaba boyine bamutera karuru saa zino ale agenzera he kikuruza stress abangi bakutira umupira gwa Man U na Arsenal ekchionka chikuteka mu muguho yatuga abandi banyamara.
I believe ngo umuntu ka stage ya depression driving factors estalize emurundi ibiri nikimara obwire niko nchimara nki maybe nki progressing to the level of depression.
Of course to talk about depression sazuntu kagichi, it is a very big subject, it is a very big topic na stages zayo because the stage yeira umuntu nabahikira level ya iguru muno
na bro kateto kugwira
because nyenda murole a scenario katugambe ngoko hekta wanabazaho pressure zeze ziri munsi yatola ka that illustration hati kakuba umuntu ole makumanajinga within the means zoine bachikuleta muno ekizibu ngoko living obwomezi obutakahikireho obwebisuba
plastic life
you live a life
yes
to impress others abantu barole guy najwari nketo nungi najwari sa nungi is dating good women no
navuga motoka nungi nungi jeans nungi t-shirt
you see one of the challenges itu abasete itukufacinga niko kutekereza ngo ko bina bakazi bengi it is pride most ikitwalibaniza muno
yes
no sanga only if is pride ngo ko abere na nanka not knowing pressures ezvarugoku Jesus kumaleza ku driving and on to something in depression maybe.
But the junkie different crossbe munkize kibagambe. When I was still managing the mainstream media and the fully operational, there is something very significant kindu kwijuka. Nguna ikaraganye na abanywani bengi muno.
Really?
I want to ask you friends. Abekaraga motoka yangu.
Ngatera usimu.
Mutera amasimu nibandi mumpibira amasimu.
Wekaraga musafi ya marume.
Matwara mu lunch ni tulia ni munywa.
Musafi ya radio.
Where did you go?
Are you still?
What happened?
Are you still resourceful ngokwana?
Nkugambira ho mukaguze ho.
Now let me batagenzero. Nyenda kaguze inyo abozo abekaraga in my car. Muri nyuma mu butu bandi mutaka nogena mu butu.
Allow me to mention akire babiri bo. Let me mention too.
No.
Hati leo mnajaga official ya hekta sometimes not regularly but ni mwetaga for my own things. Like kusanga line ya abantu. Bozo no of course no enda kugenda mu office maybe umurole no sanga friends tebene na something important they have come to do for the company but while in just dashes out of office or station.
Arali abdi. Nkaika temene kaguza. Kiki kiambaho. Who are my friends? Tinkyali important, tinkyali necessary, tinkyali of purpose.
I saw a comment from our previous videos.
Yes.
Oli agambire mutandikira kuhindura aba bypassers.
Yes.
Kumweta ba friends. Omuntu go wakora mukizo karabaho utandikira kumuramucho okataha nawe muka. Niyo nsobe tuli muntu tukora. So ekikumesa mu magezi wakwazetinga abantu bakaba ba bypassers. Obateka no mutoka no beta.
Ekinyo ntekereza echamageza kubazaho influencing about two things. Ekyo kubanza by that time magezi akabali a top celebrity. Abantu benda kwikara no muntu with marora ali high class. By the way abantu they get some things out of those. Kurango bakuba inol nananka. Echakabiri nitekesa kubaine bintu eba mugoba hoga as a person. Hat sometimes nebwire nakore ibintu bye bindi so they no longer get time kugera nawo maybe kuyanagamba egi alo eke at the level ya magese yali yaro just kurubata no muntu chamhezaga some miles mu bantu
ngumanyira magezi mbere nawo
tumaisho magezi asade kintu achikwimbi
magezi antwero rufumo ngo kwikaramba bito tikikufora mu bito
but you know
kwikaramba kama tikikufora mukama
abantu bazacyarali nko muntu obokubotera inzira. When friends reduce abanywana barukukiya kandi abanywana bakira kukiyana the following never reading your levels of income. Abanywani never reading nekyo rukukora abanywani baridinga ne chokorelatinga nakyo. The moment you shift your line kakoterinda no gamba were rejected. So I have seen a story yesterday made mgraninga tingwana gibazano rali. First of all, I feel very uncomfortable to discuss conditions as I want to bakurabam.
But some things are very common.
Yes. Habaki omuntu crossbe we karulengo rwokwenuba. Habaki omuntu karulengo rwokwetamwa mole. Why? What causes that? Bili ebindi byona tubireke. Because bili byona maze kwandressing you are naked. Hello your life, hello your family, hello your children, hello your husband, hello your mother, your father. How do we manage that?
Tagenzero kwa dieri, I think rejection, give around the outside world but a part of your family. But I can tell you without any fear of contradiction, was the other side of the world rejecting, even if you don't have strong family members, no bakubanza no rejecting. Abana babeni bakutangira kastate babarakorora maybe omugata tocyaleta kurungi abana tibacakutangira omukazi berende ibarakweta eri ngonzi a reducing hati nabaza bindi nebyo kuri tukubisanga wameze nambe wabisangaga inentabukatabuke hati bedete mu family naye kwirukaho sanga omuntu paka no talbanizi wa muntu.
But there is always a reason as to why these people reject you. Tuchina abanywani abanyakuli very loyal and very honest to us. Bachatukwatirire kuja kurora abantu bano bakurugaho. Ekikumesa ngo neiwe oine kyokozere kyembaganiza to pull or to attract rejection. Kura abantu batandika ku rejecting. First of all, haroho enyikare eyosobora kwetwa iwe wenka katwaze nka okunywa obutamizi emijware emigambire ebe bintu bisobora kwambiriza abantu bakurejecting.
Hata mole nyenda ngohereze an example kandi ontegereze kurungi obokuba ine kintu kyobeiro ine. For example, if you have a job, a good job, umulimo kwa kuwa first of all no batakwetaga kwa piaringa mu bantu abo
nayigiresoni
kwetegereza obomezi
omulimo
kwetegereza obomezi wawe obomezi wawe borumu
Prosper is right
omulimo
agarala akirese kuri umuntu
noba no tantara muno abantu bali kukenga beda abantu basokuba no kubata rejecting. You are the one rejecting those people.
Yes,
because they call you in a meeting.
You isolate yourself from them.
Kamba tingende nkete nenu nkete natite nambazi kurungi noba no yekenga na abantu batakakurozere
ekya Prosper lyo nabazani nkitegereza kurungi. Number 1 oidorola abantu itanya kuruga mu politics obara kugwa karuru batakasingiri oyongera kubarora. Number 2
nabo hakuzika babarekera kuija manje
no kuzika twachazika
nabo babarekera kuija.
In fact naba kutubikira ama radio kesho bareka kutubikira because I think
an experience akuba kesimbaho yagwa.
Yes, obo how to living your usefulness ekindi ekya Prosper lyo nagamba unless or in a backup kaloma abantu abana banya ku in backup to bitegereza okimanyire mole ngo when you are running an institution as a manager okarugamu nesomo zawe zikeha zikutera
hati mbakutera kwendaki yeno longa manager
when you are an office bearer somewhere really.
Yes,
ngo nabantu abakutalibaniza rundi abakwikira kwenda kwa konyene bakiye
no mututurabusa hati ndikutera kwenza kandi kunya longa manager.
That's one ne ku driving ngambe Prosper rugamba abantu because bachakwetaga cyo kibakwenda ho inogira ngo bakurubi.
Exactly.
No tubakurubi
hectare aruho ba MPs amande abakabala ba ministers abatarabire mu karuru kamwe.
Yes
agaloho mu kabande nawe samhoya twabazamu yangamba na resimo enko kuli bagitera gati bagitera tekara numbaza ati dakika 10 zwaye simwe yeta buti yaruga alona gamba hati jinkwatira nawe zikozereke
esime yange tiyatekanaga mama you remember mole
office ya kumagijira by the way lane magazi atikaga no kwiruka
akangamba
abantu abako abijwira
nasanaga mutoka ngipakingira hanu
atagenda
nakabone ngenda samwe
minister gwa kangamba buli week yazikaga abantu abahingwire mu 20-30 saa zino tebacamutera yangamba to buli week sente ziri zikoraga mu kuzika hati nagure mbuzina
nasiteka muntu
nasiteka mu rugo rwe
ezamabugo
hati obwiro bwakagwo butaito akambya mugenda mu mbuzi 10 kandi hati bacamubikira
no kandi nikikukonyera muno notaka nokwekora nebyawo. But I want to tell especially young people, haloma ebintu ebene byosokora self sentencing yero ngo kumori anachigama na Crossbay no sokwetwa amaru
no yehera
abantu bakwetegereza number 2 sokwetwa drugs izindi abantu bakwetegereza osokwenda kuchwa orutaro especially men sendo buzukutukie hao notaka kufua amabwa
I love that
because no yes, you're not secure. No,
you don't feel money enough.
No, when you providing, but you don't have the capacity to
have.
But not some providing irembe.
Exactly. So, irembe so the defense mechanism ne developing and irritated. No game defense no no kugiru.
Irembe.
Now, nyera kubagambira young people especially men. Motunge ekintu kyokweta backup mu bintu bingi.
Plan B.
Nimanya kwa watu kuja kukuza ngo backup ngo namanyisaka. Motunge backup mu bintu bingi.
What do you mean?
Because harohovuira na mbere oja kuba rejected. Let me tell you this. Bakangambira Crossbay gambe.
By the way, gisobora kurungi it is like a full backup position.
Yes, never plan B.
Plan B.
Position backup. Plan B can be the highway to death.
Bagamba Crossbay ngo a man at 60 in your home you are loved but not needed, and a broke man in your home you are loved but you are not even loved,
you're not even needed,
you're not even needed.
A broke man
bina na abantu abana na nyinawe ni bakuvinga munzu
wanyijucha abaseja myaka nkaga adire na rad wanyijucha abaseja myaka nkaga ndozera abaseja bengi muno at retirement they are becoming single again. Why? It is because a man mengi muno concentration energy na friends mukabatunga mirimo emirimo bwe kwa mwenda ku blending and family and fame.
Ntakwetegereza mukintu eki why is those issues is affecting muno abasaija kandi abakazi kuba affecting muno kobora percentage no sanga abakazi they are not even 20%. Because is very high.
Men by nature and the design ruhanga katwanga to go and hunt, to go and gather for the family. Now that you are no longer a gatherer, you are no longer a hunter, you cannot provide.
You cannot even blend.
Okay,
you fail to blend in your family.
Nitegereza abakazi nibayambwa muno kubaza. Because I think ito abaseze nsokuba ikintu kunigira na mnywana watu cyumugambira no cyumugambira
Crossbay
chikwitera ibeto mukazi nagambisibwa nagambisibwa
you also need kugambisibwa ariko cyanyecho tanike kugambisibwa because that is so much therapy. Kugambisibwa kikuru muno na chikama kugambisibwa is a wrong statement, a wrong word. Kugamba is not bad na basije mutandike kubaza
on my say ngambiro
because wa
agenda kusekereza
Crossbay
agenda kusekereza
na Crossbay muteke motoka kwa kwavuga abanywana ogenda kwagura kanyama hati bakumanyira
tubakyamanya
vuga
Crossbay murungi kakire Jonge jovugisa
hanyuma cyo tunerire message delivered but magezi kwata Crossbay nyonga gambira kutulera n'obundi batanduka vyotini baza no mugwira rupaka mpanga nizo kutulera
atenge savingira wabakazi
hakire maza no mugwira nitastera story no mugwira
no nambazeki mbalizo
anyategereza
baza na Crossbay
rundi aragenda kusekereza
hakire gendo baza simu write on the paper and delete, or you write in the phone and delete hakire kumanya mkikurugire
wala boto banakumanya batana n'umutawuni bagenda bankora mu butagwa
batera kim
batera butawu mukakora nagubake bana abana kabatakunkinga bana
basoma satsula zabo
bankora formula bantabara chemical banyamwe formula
but Crossbay
yino bibura mpora
but Crossbay
nagamba bawe
how is our friend
Dr. Fisher?
Yes.
Obu nabanyiza hano nasiga Dr. Fisher bamudischargingire from Virka Hospital. Kandi according to my
God is good.
Ngokumbaliza nawe, I've been with him since yesterday morning. Nisa nakoze decision kubanza kutaha. Kutaha akole some resetting. Kwagaruke mbomezi obwetawoni. And the truth of the matter is ngwabira tugenzero if we didn't.
Yes, I saw messages. Ndozera messages are dear na right.
Because by the time oika an extent magezi kapostinga on your status that obwire bwona
mumuja
kuzika
agambira bwire bwona mumuja Kamengo oli akaguza kukora sorry chanye obwire bona nimwija chanye oli mkaguza kukora ki ngunu mwija kunzika and the same person anyuma yezi message mweja kula line critical condition nikera likiriza omuntu twine kusobora kukora ohiro kuija kuzika omanyire nko kutuguma tugamba okutangira nukukira kujanjaba
ati nko kumbere
alakazena kara arali wakazenaga kagamba if my brother is in trouble so am I.
Wow.
If my brother is in trouble so am I. Now today we are talking about our brother Fisher, doctor, but tomorrow nasobora kuba iwe na nyo
ndio olio turerire
but I am happy nyo beno nimbebaza because mbiroze.
You worked with Bills the Power.
I worked with Bills the Power. Bana bengi mono ba Dennis Paston, Bills Paston. We had some other guy called who now akafa mu bintu bizano zane. But I want to appeal. Abanywani bona twakufuira kubura. But there comes a time nambira kusemera kukomamu who makes sense mu banywani bawo.
Yeah.
Then ebintu bine frustrating ebingi. Be family no sokoleka abana mikalo cyo kubeitera no geno zana nabandi. No sokoleka omukazi mikalo cyo kumwitana no geno tunga nabandi babiri. No sokoleka enju yokutabanize no geno yombeka na flat.
Osobora kuleka omulimo mu kikaro cyo kutunga mulimo gundi no yekozesa. No gulitaka no byale bitoke byawo cyaka igo.
Betu Hector na mole kintu kubaza kenu.
Yes.
Nintekereza abantu bengi they are depressed.
Yeah.
Bataba mu usanga uburi no kurga muto bakurgira muto bitu bagibali yo kumunsi.
Yes.
And nibesereka for a long time unless almono no sura ori afire bitomanyire how he died.
Yes.
Banyone kintu kindi arari kintu kujakikeza ekiti. Emirime ituru kukore. And more I want you to put emphasis on this. Emirime ituru kukore. Ende to inflating. To inflate is what?
Kuteka kunyesa.
Kutumbisa.
Kutamuka nkuru yanka balloon.
Ya kutumbisa.
Obwongo no bugamba or exalted. Exalted is what?
Obwongo no utumiro olmwana.
Oyambukire.
Okirei.
Umongo kutekeza you already there.
But when you come on reality of omezi no sanga obulire in the oblivion. Niyo
orujungu watujwa data birete mulimi okutekeza. My oblivion.
Hector ngaruri.
Ndre ya dete na bya discombobulation. You know, recent comment was ansonga niye magazine ogamba abakozi ba radio bali so discombobulated. I want to quote that again. Abakozi ba radio bali so discombobulated. Hagugo timama bakasachinga bachigwa.
But I think Hector was raising such a statement in discombobulation in a way of experience. Abakoba wenyine atugambia amazire myaka 22 na Jombutuka. I think in that lane emyaka nk'ikumi obuna akaba discombobulated hatisa zino maybe he recovered but echakora alimkwenda gedinga
the
discombobulated abachal active barugemu nabo.
One thing yena gambira abantu bintu bena arali Hector omuntu otagenda okaba infle okahagwa omulimo gukora especially creating a celebritism ya radio, TV nebindi. Because what makes sense to you is not that job you are holding.
It is what you have in pocket.
It is what you earn at the end of the day. Now let me tell you, I'm not saying this in bad faith.
Tawacha kuzibaredia kusinga bunye mwakiraga kuisireka ngo abantu batabaru.
It is because ikiwa kutunia mtanije twali.
No, there are two things.
Yes.
You see, radio arali na die ne kombeka naiwe no jombeka. By to radio ekizibu kyaye kine na TV ne kuinflatinga ne kuya to where you belong
Ne kupika
ne kuteka na mbiro takusemerera kuba. Radio is a liar by itself.
Ne gurucha madara.
Exactly. So when you are not very careful oka managing a radio business kurungi,
it will manage you.
Ne so disorganize. In fact radio ninji comparinga no mwana wo muguda no munaku. When you are in radio no sana mwana wo muguda. when you're outside reading osana omwana omunaku, you conceptualize ebintu kurungi muno ebyensi oli mwana omunaku, baitu abaana babaguda abaingi ebintu byensi bikiringo bibaguruka.
Because they feel they are there already.
Exactly.
Expectations versus reality.
But now,
it sparks life.
institutions zino adieri olio nokimalira nanyi nkimalira kino zitukozere zitakubi, zitudisorganizingire zitakubi, zitufrustratingire zitukiza kweijukya. You see? Sometimes, I don't know if some people will get me right, no hambirizibo no kunywera utakusemera kunywera. Because your pocket is not smiling. Sometimes no hambirizibo no kulia utakusemera kulira.
Nosanga ono sigire ubilu.
So your family you associating na nayo ne kutalibaniza. So no kusanga hano street no giruka, there's a problem. There's a problem.
But how can that be managed? Abokube ebintu bigenze nibaho obwire bukiro bwingi. Alano moja wamwetaga Alex yakoraga Beta FM wa HRO. Nakafa mbintu bye misano sana. Was a guy with dreads.
Yes, Alex also passed on.
But nikimanyisa kandi abantu abali mu media industry nibesana nibarwara nibakora somebody na genda nakora for 2 hours 4 hours mostly muntu kuba nakora radio cannot exceed 4 hours yenyingi muno then agenda mbomezi bwe bundi. I think obo bwiro bwa kuba atale mu radio na meeting a lot of people ababerega bamhuliriza radio. These people never expecting ebintu bingi kuruga abantu because to them you are inspiring them.
Yes.
And they need to see that inspiration in you as a person. And you sanga abantu cyo bagwera bintu ebintu nkezi.
People out there, they really don't know what Mkomkozi radio chakorabam. They are so expectant. Hata ukusanga Mkomkozi radio in the community, if you live to community standards according to them, mbakunira mkuwa inakamotoka wakuwa nokora radio, mbakunira mkuwa takulira mbicheka nkebye mbaganize wakuwa takuwa nokora radio. So you force yourself in a certain life. Eyotali. But when you go back into your room, behind closed doors, in your bed sheets, nikikutanika kuruma.
Now, that is the most important thing. Even if you are msiza kuja
Otakizirao, alhobwire omnyona rwatagana Hector. Hector na expenditure chinchikira abempi.
Yes.
Abokuba okikamtsweka.
I would spend a lot of money.
Bakwe. Naiba kwe.
Kan Hector kira mtsweka.
Ama na kamanda na siku.
Because you have to present that face. That image.
Face area ibahulire kuli but face yetal musaho.
Exactly.
Harono muntoni tukabantu bazansonga ni yemo our ex colleague alimbarara. Yagamba huwe tiyakugondeze kunywa maru. Betu buli kwahika mukibara bamweta. Batandika bakweba kwabo kuba is a star tahiramu. Babagura na marwa and remember you cannot run away because all star wabo tahiramu. So you not in a kuswara oguma noenda kufitinga in oisanga nonywa marwa gekidomo tagarali abakuba kwira gabs.
At most cases ensongo kubaza gimoli when a radio presenter or a TV presenter genda mbara abantu mbabambetaga babeinawe. Because most of the radio presenters are knowledgeable. So they keep hearing from you. As they buy you drinks, for them they don't want to understand after drinking what you will go through. But they can buy for you. It is another issue.
Ekigambo ekimukweta remuneration is what?
Remuneration. No kweza bushoko.
Ntekereza remuneration ni kintu kimaisa nko muntu kuba ine ekintu kyino kamwongeraho.
No. Abantu basasurwa bata. Nicyo nyenda kusire.
Kusikire cyo kuba nokora.
Now, when I started radio, those about 7 years back, I was earning more than most of the radio people today. In terms of figure, ntakabaliza inflation. I looked at a document, appointment letter ibampaire, ningirwa Katuram Chris. Akawana acting as managing director of Voice of Toro. picking me from Radio West, then bakandeta masoro musara gwemitoro kinana.
That was big
Which
money.
year was that?
Kienda 99. I was earning 800,000.
We obviously see same thing.
Zokuzana.
Nararaga munju nambere Toro Mall area. There was a building called the Kabaleta building. Enyimo.
Bakakuwa na housing ndio kanoisa sura.
Baka abantu bana bahaga amajugo kurara
The
mugabusa.
town dweller.
It is only me atarahiru tungirenzu yabusa.
Ndio tajigonza.
Ya abaka because they batekaga ekitu kya MTN kinyakulomu ekitu kya patera kwikara mu buhinga ekitu nambere bank y'abakazi eri opposite Kenneth in around there ekya batekyo nambere kiri ende kayo maguru oku ende manye kabelinka
Kiju.
oku no kiju voice utore guru
Biju birya.
they were not biju they wanted to live my private life.
Okay.
Yes.
No kwereza njausa tikimwine kudomesa.
Somehow. So abana bayinga abasokore mitwaro kinani to them media houses.
I chose them few. In fact, the best. Wakuna sente nyingi munu sazina tunga 800.
Batuhaga then buli kwinuka na batwa transport yokutasha sirinye 10 years ibiri then
Baitiwe walkable distance.
Boda yali yazinga obwiro.
Ano anajia na rubatao na
boda
kusimu.
ka lubuno machala it was about 500 shillings kuchanka katani Kampanga. I don't know how much it was. So there wasn't much. Now today amajugana gukoramo bugatembere byokuri bitembere biyo bwetembere abana bano mbasingizinga boji.
Adele was speaking with some radio stations managers. Tegereza ibintu byomusare byabakushinga obwingi kabatabine. Abana ne beserura.
Beyiya.
Abana ne
Maria commission.
beyiya.
Another one is a killer. It kills the person.
And it kills the
It
profession.
also kills the profession. It kills the institution itself. It kills the income. It kills everything.
And it kills
They
content.
will pay you as you bring business, I'm giving you
That is
10%.
commission.
Or bring business increase 20-30%, depending koko muntu akubara mwizo na manager. And eki nkirozere, it is progressing to some, very few, and depressing many. Sangole ne talent ya presentation tini ya marketing.
Exactly.
All na manya marketing presentation ya week.
Exactly.
Hata no sanga all obakubana kwaranka morning show murungi muno. Betu marketing no kusera business tabimanyi. Ato na batene ko kwa kusasurwa because the thing is
why
business.
was kinafurukire nyowe na nkaba ninkora siringi 10 isatu ne 10 per hour.
Nisatu na chukumi.
Ninkora nkisatu ne 10 ninkora 4 hours a day.
Sahemu yona no teraki.
Yes. That was the thing.
How I wish that same payment can still be surviving in Nasazan.
But nebale magisasura because by then radios kazirintate. We were enjoying almost, I would call it the monopoly. We were very few radio stations, hata za agenda za Kanya, but muntu na competing with the same. Ito when we were working, I remember the first amount of money that I got to buy a big motorcycle, a 600cc machine, nkagitunga from Coca-Cola money. Coca-Cola paid me 12 million. Nkataka kwataga milioni nyemu next year 2 million mungazangi.
History.
Bakansura milioni 10 na ibiri mukono gumu. Because I was doing the countdown, then bagamba ngende kora promotion of Coca-Cola. I was even here in 2000.
That is the history. Someone in the comment section wabere nasaba.
Yeah.
So that thing was outside
about
radio.
that.
Yeah, but I was doing radio show and my salary paid.
Said the deal.
But Coca-Cola in promotinga came and gave me 12 million. I knew 12 million by then was a lot of money. Kaja nakajuka nyinanyo kubunyansa na kasesa na gya nakajuka isenyo somewhere nako nakashepinga. You know?
Wow.
Machine kifiki na jugura na jeans na zugura na skaters na zugura na you know na tours na zijuara. I
think 12 was much by then.
It was.
Yes, because okanogura katugambe plotting kwa mtaoni ya Fort Portal milioni katugambe nkamukaga. Mbararo kanogura plotting kwa some sides zo mkijungu nebinde mkamilioni kaisa next week. Yes. So I got a lot I would get some incentives. MTN, for example, I was doing a morning show with MTN.
MTN was like the main sponsor.
Yes. Nempereza package monthly yemetwaro atane tan.
Airtel.
No, see, they give me
Package.
550,000 za buli mwezi bampeza na airtime, then namba zaitu bwiro zikansasura monthly pay bagitaga bati.
Prepaid.
I don't know whatever it is. I'm forgetting the thing. Umusoro kwa gulo gwa ngumu kanana. So we never used to pay. You talk about Sylvia Rwabogabo, we never used to pay. Honorable Gertrude Barinda talk, we never used to pay. So by then radio was meaningful. It made a lot of sense. There was some income, reasonable income. Yes. And again, so that for Hoga, tunatunga trainings nyingi, meetings nyingi,
much as
engagement
ngoze radio wirobuza abafahoga, but I think still a few of you abakuba because I like reading too much almunaba kabani mukora nabo who didn't benefit you. I think it is somebody's branding and how you build yourself as a person, because almuabantu abamaze in the media for very many years. But there's also they're still
because when you look at them,
you see,
they were so vibrant back then.
Let me tell you now, dear. Radio is not about what you studied. You must borrow the other, bring the other component of creativity, put it to shape. Then, ekukonyere naiwe okukumaturayo nayo gimaturi. So, abo kugamba habo bakaba inebizibu bibiri. Number one, kutaba creative.
Okay, hanga.
Yes. Then number two, kutaba aggressive, because you had to go. You had to. For example, if you follow me up, Crosby, every radio station I moving again, I remain the same brain, but with a different content and a different approach and presentation and style.
You evolve.
That's why I was telling you this time, Nagamba. I guess you. Kana sana radio hata izaja kuongea kumtua.
No.
What was the reason why I said that? I've been following him for very many years. Magezi is a person who turns around his brain to create something new.
Versatility is very important.
Kintu ekshaka. What is disturbing most of the presenters? If you keep in one thing, the other year, no countdown saves and no. There's new thing you get from him, but after some time you shift, you read, get another component, content, and then switch.
Crosby and Magezi, I would love to appreciate your song and Filimu Ntubazaho Sazinu, hali abakozi ba radio and what they are going through. We still have a band about Filimu Ntubazaho Sazinu, nindekeno kubeta band, abakozi ba radio abebaganiza. Both abakazi hamna abasaija. How do we save them in the next 5 years? Kurangu, they can also evolve and still survive the stress and depression we are talking about. The discombobulated radio presenters today, how do we save them in the next 5 years?
For example, I will begin with the creativity first. No sanga, no all nakora morning show on a certain radio station. He doesn't have a Facebook page. Most of them, no bogam photo. They don't have it. Nguwe na takumanya how technology evolving. People see news online.
The paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Aga makuru never been nimgete virangu. Abokuba, by the time you go to read that news, all now Kenyan chakara.
Yes, indeed.
Let me be TV or radio or runo nempapara za makuru. It is not news kwa unojaku because amakura gono bokozerek ogarozera maybe online on what. So if you are a radio person or a TV person, you can do both. No in a morning show, you are streaming live. Following his zone.
I started doing the press review.
Galum.
Then, the normal way how everyone was doing it. But of course, Nagamba, how do I really change this press review into an entertainment, informative, artistic style? That's how I came up with Galum. And I can tell you,
Galum
Ekatera for some time, Kanikabanga taking time and you could prime that people would shift from other radios, listen to Galum and then go back if you are to do that.
And I can tell you, people still miss Galum. I don't know
exactly.
What.
Even if I came back on radio today, Ningala with another style and it will be a bang.
Wow.
And that is the creativity we are
Baitu.
talking about.
Akantu ne bakampa
bakakuimbira naddimu
kabakanyima
kile kiseeza kile kyako
oli atanyage
kuli kile kiredi
eh
kirujjo
tebakakwa
Betukandiye ebyabo byona ebyobaza bwaki bibaho.
musezi oba musezi musezi
kanyonyi ne baka
Aina
bwa
kifaro.
buntu
Ono akangambira radio bamunyagire ngo radio tekumara mwaka gumu.
bogize kuka
karagamba jagitunda andagambe jagitunda nyina bagamba
batagitunda
gashwe
mlos
mbejagitunda actually kandi bagitunda bihago
betego musezi murongo
nangwa
he called me just a few
Akalimika
minutes
wakadie nango.
nangwa nkaringambira abantu amazima rali nkaringambira abantu amazima nkaringambira abantu
wanyakorange kiutano wabakirese
you see no twantugambaho institutions zima arali adi the level is frustrating mu abantu
emicheno negaruka
michino indi nigaruka
cheno negaruka
indi nigaruka man
One time I wrote an article Hector about kala kabalo abana abozo mbakora one radio station.
yeah
Manager wabo yababinga tabasaswire teka na polisi ngwana baraka kichyo kakinu
mubakwata
mubakwata. When I wrote that article the manager called me. Of course akabine msamulo background yategereza ngunda mutina. Nikunyagera biki binagamba nyowe abana bangambire have their evidence that wrote that story. Nikimanyisa na aboza wanne bakibakora kimanyisize because you don't have another way you can survive. So no sanga abana mbabakozesa tubakubasasura tubakubalisa
desperately
no sanga batankino kutina bank because if you are not paid you cannot dress well.
you cannot
Makuru.
and that one becomes a challenge.
Say
I
no.
am never comfortable with that, but I want to appeal. There are two things beside your command. Ekyokubanza, we have a responsibility, a cardinal responsibility yokwembeka institutions n'abakozikoramu n'okuzeereza life after some time z'awutuliving enyikale nyakulo.
yes
I am going to invite somebody who used to read news at Voice of Toro.
who is it
Kumurora.
Cut. Sign out. We have another engagement.
Yeah, we are. Thank you so much for being part of this engagement, and of course, continue to follow us on our pages.
Yes, you will be subscribing to our YouTube channel at Media Magic 256. Follow us on our Twitter or our TikTok at Media Magic, and subscribe, share, repost, and everything. Keep on following us. Add on those numbers. We always have lives Kirokia Monday and Kirokia Kana. Butaferwaga to discuss different issues, lifestyle, floating ideas, and a lot more.